Hello, cult members, and welcome to Pop Culture Cult. I'm Sean.
I'm Janice.
And this is Now We Know, where we go back and watch old trailers. It's a new series we're doing, and I forget how we're doing all of this. And we go back and watch old trailers and see what they tell us, how good they are, how bad they are. And we're currently doing the Star Wars. And we're doing them in release order, and we are now to Return. It started off being Revenge of the Jedi, and then they decided that Revenge was probably not the best thing in the world. So Return of the Jedi.
Right.
We get Revenge later on.
Right. Still for kids.
Still for kids. Hello.
No revenge.
This is my wife's favorite Star Wars movie. But we've been talking about with the first two, just kind of a lot of misdirect and a lot of showing a lot, but a lot of it being misdirect. I don't think it was necessarily on purpose, but I
don't know. Again, trailers were very different back then.
Yeah, very different. And so I'm interested to see where this one is. A little bit of housekeeping. We got all these trailers from Star Wars YouTube channel. This particular one I have watched recently to make sure it was the right one.
Yep.
And I'm pretty sure somebody was filming the actual movie screen when this actually was filmed.
The quality is not high.
It's not real high.
It's not really high.
And so here we go, Return of the Jedi. And Now We Know, trailer reaction, and go. Duh.
It's like 8mm.
I'm gonna be sick.
Return for the climactic clash between the forces of good and evil.
More voiceover.
Return to a galaxy far, far
James Earl Jones.
Return of the Jedi.
Oop, sound effects this time.
The
And music.
next chapter in
Yeah.
the continuing Star Wars saga.
Hello.
The freedom rages on. The heart of a hero. The courage
And all black.
Yep.
of a rebel. The strength of a leader. The loyalty of comrades. The power of the Force. The cunning of the enemy. The destiny revealed.
Is Darth Vader my father?
A legend fulfilled.
Nice.
An epic of heroes, villains, and aliens from 1,000 worlds. It's a trap.
It's a drop.
The quest continues. The circle closes. The saga lives on.
Dun,
Return
dun,
of the
dun.
Jedi begins May 25th at a theater in your galaxy.
All right, then.
Okay. So that one had a trademark of 1983. So this trailer came out in the year, although there it says 82. So
Yeah, I'm pretty sure this was. It's from Star Wars YouTube channel, so
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that it's actually correct. The description is actually correct, but yeah, I think this was it came out at Christmas or whatever.
yeah, maybe.
and-
So
and-
probably a little closer to when the movie actually came out versus the last one.
I don't. As deep as I go into Star Wars stuff, there's like dates and stuff that I just
Yeah.
Just, I've never. I love history, but I just don't. Dates have never been a thing that I was like
Yeah.
held on to. But
So the majority of this happens on the moon of Endor, with the Ewoks, which is interesting. So like that got done first.
I know that they filmed in Sequoia National Park,
Yeah.
where all the
Yeah.
redwoods are and stuff like that. So I know they filmed up there. But yeah, I think I would assume that all of that stuff was actually filmed first.
Yeah, because it's 90% on the Moon
Yeah,
of Endor, and
yeah.
then the Sarlacc pit, and
Yeah, and some of the space stuff.
a little bit of space stuff. Yeah.
Yeah, and if you really pay attention, only because I was paying attention, but some of the stuff in the battle around the Death Star 2, it's not finished
Yeah.
quite right yet.
Yeah.
And nowadays we have the updated versions that have been completely digitalized and
Yeah.
set up and everything. So even it's
Yes.
even less
Clean.
less clean than
Yeah.
that. Yeah, I was gonna
Yeah.
say messy, but yeah, but again, with only a couple of lines of dialogue,
Yep.
sound effects this time, music this time, so leaning into those things that people kept talking about how much they loved,
Right.
which was those
Pew,
things.
pew, pew.
Yeah.
But still, the voiceover, still the 80s.
Pretty sure that's James Earl Jones
70s.
this time. When they weren't modulating his voice was deep but
Yeah.
higher than what Vader's actual voice
Yeah.
is, and so
Yep.
but yeah, I think it's him talking about it, and I liked how it's the heroes and the rebels and the leaders and
Yeah.
the bad guys and
Yeah.
and they show Boba Fett and they show and they show the band, and like they made a point of like all the things that you are gonna want to buy as a toy, like as a Kinder toy, or is gonna be like, look at this cool alien.
Yeah.
The alien means nothing in the grand scheme
Yeah.
of the story, but you're gonna want one because it looks cool.
Right, with the Twi'lek.
I cannot remember his name, and I always miss this question on Star Wars trivia. I can never remember. It's Jabba the Hutt's herald.
Yeah,
But I can
yeah.
never remember his name.
Yeah.
And it kills me every time. It's like it's there, but
Yeah.
it's like
You saying that they were calling out the heroes and the villains and all that. I found it interesting that they called Carrie Fisher's, Leia the leader.
The leader, yeah.
Because, I mean, now, yeah, she's
Yeah.
General Leia, and she's led, the rebellion for however long. But back then, I don't know that I would have
she was.
characterized her
I
like
mean,
that.
Leia, Carrie Fisher, and Leia were kind of pioneers when it came to that kind of stuff, of being like a strong female character on screen.
Yeah.
Like Leia was being saved, but she was in like part of the group saving her.
Yeah.
Like she wasn't just a damsel in distress. And so leaning into that kind of thing as they went further along, and she was the romantic interest in the last one. So this time
I
it's
just
kinda,
don't like. I'm trying to think of where in this movie she is a leader. Obviously, she is now again, but in this movie,
there's the whole it's okay, because I know it's her plan to go get Han and from Jabba, and then there's the whole meeting to say that we have the plans, and that Mothma is part of, like, she's the one that's really doing but Leia's the one saying, is in that meeting too.
Yeah.
And like, it's just,
I think that's stretching, but okay.
Oh, I'm not disagreeing with that part, but it just, they say leader, and then the very next shot is her in the bikini on the boat.
Yeah,
So on the yacht, and so like it's like, but you really don't get to see her in that outfit, like except for like over her shoulder or whatever. So it was kind of
Yeah.
a weird kind of like thing.
yeah, they wouldn't do that today.
No. They would show Leia, and we would all start crying. I'm trying to start crying already. But I like I said with the previous one, it emotionally pulled me in. It got me excited about the movie. This one pulled me in, got me excited about the movie, and there's a lot of stuff that they don't show in this.
Yeah.
They don't show Palpatine. They don't show the Ewoks. They
Right.
don't show.
Well, they did.
They're kind of in the background though. They're
Yeah,
not really like
yeah.
like
They didn't, like-
featured in the
Right.
screen in
Yeah.
the shot and stuff
Yep.
like that. And the all that stuff in Jabba's palace is not really shown at all.
Right.
They show the stuff out in the Sarlacc pit and stuff. But yeah, it's very interesting that was although for the main plot of the story, that they kind of point out all this stuff. But they,
Well, and too, so you leave off with Empire with Han in Carbonite. So, and then you see him in this. So you pretty much know he got out.
right, right.
So they kind of tell you that.
And at that point in time in the world, movie news, like the making of movie news, so and so has been cast, or has all that stuff wasn't really a big deal.
No.
So this might have been the first time that a lot of people actually saw Harrison, knowing that he was coming back.
Oh yeah.
And
No,
so
oh, yeah.
that
No,
would have been a
people
little
didn't.
interesting, kind of like what the talk on the playground would have been, or around the lunch table. Because
Yep.
at this point in time, most of these kids are going to be in high school.
Yep.
Who were selected into
Well,
the
and
first
they
one.
also bring up Mark Hamill makes a comment. What did they intrigue or something? And he says, "Is
Is Vader
Vader really my
my
father?"
father? Yeah.
And I remember that was like, for all the like lack of movie speculation,
Right.
like there is now, back then, that was like, as soon as you found out that Vader was his father, everybody was like, "No way!"
Yeah.
And there was a lot of, "Yes, he is. No, he isn't."
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, it's very interesting that they just leaned right into that in the trailer.
Yeah.
Like they with the couple of shots with like Vader's in this and he's an important big deal.
Yeah.
And then they end the trailer with that was the last one.
Yeah.
They're all
Yeah.
running together now. So that is our thoughts on Return of the Jedi. We're going to continue on with these. The prequels are next, actually.
Right.
So that's because we're doing release order, so we'll see how that gonna
Be
goes.
almost 10 years, a little over 10 years.
There's math. Hold on. 30 years.
Between 82, 83, and 1990.
2000.
Okay, that's still not 30 years.
It's 19. So there's a gap of 30 years from in the story of Star Wars, and then there's a gap of 19 years. So
Okay, well, 83 to 2000 is 27 years.
right, but right. I'm doing in the story of
No,
the Star
I'm talking
Wars
about-
in
yeah.
years. Yeah. In the actual physical real world. What's the real world? Yes, it's another.
So the difference in the quality and
Yeah,
that
yeah.
should be different.
It should be very interesting to see how we get there. So let us know what you thought of this trailer, our reaction to it, and all that kind of stuff in the comments down below. Like this video, subscribe to the channel, hit the button for notifications, and follow us on all the social media stuff, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. All those links in the description down below. And if we don't see you, cult members, I'm one with the Force. No, wait, that's a different show.
That's a different show.
We don't see you. Good afternoon, good evening, and good night.